What's happening? What's up? Firstly, shout out to all of you for all the support shown on the last video. It was highly appreciated. But let's get into today's video. Low key, I've tried to record this like 3-4 times, and every time it ends up being the same thing. So I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet. This video might just be 2 minutes long. Yeah, a few days ago, it was basically dropped that LeBron James Jr. will soon be shuttling between the NBA Los Angeles Lakers and the G League South Bay Lakers, who happen to be the G League affiliate of the Lakers. Now, obviously, he will be traveling with the team from October 28th to November 6th on their quick little road trip. I do see this as probably missing an issue because the Lakers do play the Grizzlies on the 7th of November, in which case I'm assuming they mean until 8th of November unless there's something special happening in the G League. And they also play in Detroit on the 5th. Like, basically, the Lakers aren't back in LA until the 9th of November, or at least that's when they're meant to be playing, on the 9th of November. So I see it being that he's with the Lakers from October 28th until basically the 8th of November. Now, first things first, we got to give a big old shout out to the Lakers for recognizing the situation, because Bronny James has only ever actually played in one NBA game. And for those of you who remember, it was the basically NBA season opening game of the Lakers versus the Timberwolves, where the Lakers won 110-103. In that showcase, we managed to see LeBron James Jr. on the floor for about 3 minutes, going 0 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3 with 1 rebound. Now, anyone with eyes will willingly tell you LeBron James Jr. was in that lineup just because him and LeBron were meant to share the floor so that they could get a few pictures, basically showcase the very first time we've ever seen a father and son share an NBA floor. I mean, don't get it twisted. We've had a lot of father-son duos come through the NBA. When I say father-son duos, I just mean as in your dad played and you played. Think about it. We've got Steph, Seth, and Dale Curry. We've got Klay and Michael Thompson. We've got freaking Scottie Pippen and Scottie Pippen Jr., Tim Hardaway Jr. We've had a lot of father-son combos come through the league, but we've never seen a pair actually share the floor. Now, the reason I say shout out to the Lakers for sending him to the G League team is because at least on the G League roster, there's a lot of room for development for him, and it also kind of shields him away from the media coverage. Because if you currently look, before we get even into that part, if you currently look at the Lakers depth chart, you will willingly notice LeBron James Jr. is the third string point guard, meaning he is not really supposed to see the floor, because Dalton Knecht is a third string shooting guard, but he's also fortunately the backup small forward, which means he's going to see the floor quite a bit. And for Bronny, this is somewhat of a bad thing because it just basically means he never sees the floor, which is what we've seen. Going to the G League, he will see a lot more playing time. He will see a lot more minutes, so we should expect to see a lot more footage on him and obviously see him develop quite a bit more because it allows him more playing time. Also, there's the benefit that playing for the G League affiliate, there's less coverage of the G League than there is the NBA. So he has the additional benefit of having less pressure on his shoulders from people caring a little less. Because at the current moment, if we're being dead serious, LeBron James Jr. is getting crucified like no man's business. He can do anything and we'll kill him for it. Alex Sarr is out here putting up showcases that really and truly need to be investigated, but no one cares too tough because everyone else is too focused on Bronny. So him moving to the G League will be great for him because, just to point it out to you, Alex Sarr has literally in October gone against the Celtics 2 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Against the Cavaliers, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. He's shooting 29% on the season in those 2 games, and he's averaging 18.2% from the 3-point line. But nobody cares about that because his name is not LeBron James Jr. I mean, they do care, but you get what I mean. So hopefully moving to the South Bay Lakers will prove beneficial for him in that the South Bay Lakers have been known to make some call-ups to the league. The most recent one, of course, that we know being Scottie Pippen Jr., who currently plays for Memphis as the backup point guard. The only thing about it is he's Scottie Pippen Jr. He really had to push for it because, again, at the time of doing all this, his dad was getting crucified for crucifying Michael Jordan for The Last Dance. Whereas with LeBron James Jr., it's the question of, does he really want it? Like, think about it. The kid got a guaranteed contract after getting drafted, which was kind of crazy, but hey, props to his dad. If I was a father, I'd do the same thing. But he doesn't have the purpose of needing money as a reason that he really needs to play. Like, the purpose for LeBron James Jr. playing basketball has to be because he wants to play basketball. Because I hate to put it to you this way, but every time people will say his name, it'll always be dad first, then him. But the biggest thing that can come out of this is by playing with the South Bay Lakers, hopefully we see a lot of development, and by the time he comes back to the league, firstly, that shooting percentage goes up due to better decision making when it comes to getting his shots. We see fewer turnovers and fouls due to better defensive movement and reading the floor better, because as we've noticed that through his time playing in the preseason, summer league, we notice that he has a bit of an issue of sometimes getting a little bit lost in plays, and at the same time, sometimes just making a bad read, or just generally, in my personal feeling, it's all to do with nerves. And playing for the G League affiliate, he won't have that much pressure, so the nerves should go down. We should see him play a little bit more fluid basketball and just be able to really see what the kid has to showcase. Because if there's anything to note, or at least if I'm him, my main purpose is I got to get my stuff right within the next 2 years. Because we expect LeBron James will retire in the next 2 years. And when his dad does retire, that's when it's no longer a thing of the nepotism is going to be beneficial. It's going to be a thing of you're in a bad place. Because if you think about it, shout out to another form of nepotism I really love, the Thanasis and Giannis. The Thanasis' contract, really and truly, as far as we all know, depends on what Giannis does. And it's the same way for Bronny James Jr. His contract depends on his dad for now. The contract's there. Whilst you still have it, do everything you can and solidify yourself in this league. Because, yeah, once he retires, which should be in the next 2 to 3, that's not me saying LeBron doesn't have the capability to play longer. I'm just saying for the sake of, hey, sometimes it's nice to sit and rest, like Thanos said. So he might just do that, in which case, Bronny, son, you got to kill it in the G League because it's do or die time now. But yeah, LeBron James Jr. going to the G League. Hopefully he shows out and hopefully he gets a call up back to the Lakers. If anything, I hope he makes a call up next year, not this year. Just give the kid one more year. It's the same way that everyone believed he should have stayed at USC for an additional year, because coming into the draft, I'm not going to lie, he was pulling up some numbers where I just had to say to myself, this is not NBA ready, and you should not look to join the league with the numbers he put up. Because what was it? Yeah, actually, I don't even want to pull up them stats. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. We should be back with another stat-based video at some point soon. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.